Hello everyone, and welcome to Mr. B's short English lesson. Today we look at verbs with two objects in passive sentences. And as always, we look at an example first. Our example of the day is Tom mailed his friend an invitation. This is an active sentence, and we will put it into the passive voice. Before we do that, we have a look at this sentence, because in this sentence there are two objects, and the first object is his friend, which is the indirect object. The indirect object is usually a person. The second object is an invitation, and this is the direct object. So when we make a passive sentence, we can start it with the indirect object, and then we get a sentence like, his friend was mailed an invitation by Tom. When you put a sentence from active to passive, you have to use the object as the new subject. That's what we did with his friend. And the subject of the active sentence is the by agent in the passive sentence. So Tom is by Tom in the passive. You should already know how to do the verb in passive. If not, check out the other video. And the rest stays the same, so the an invitation object remains in the end of the sentence before the by agent. This sentence starts with the person, so this is called the personal passive. The other option is to start with the direct object. So we put this sentence into passive, starting with an invitation was mailed to his friend by Tom. Here we have the invitation as the direct object starting the sentence, then the verb in the passive voice. And before the indirect object, his friend, we need to add the preposition to make a complete sentence. And in the end you have the by Tom, the by agent. So when you make the direct object the subject of the passive sentence, you need to add to in order to make the complete sentence. So let's sum it up. You have two options. You can make the indirect object and the direct object the subject of the passive sentence. When you use the direct object first, you need to add to, and when you use the indirect object, you get the so-called personal passive. The personal passive, so the passive sentence starting with the indirect object, is more often used in English passive than the other one. I hope I could help you with passive constructions, verbs with two objects. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.